So you got to get used to it. But I will say this. I think the toughest thing with 3-on-3 is adjusting from 5-on-5, especially when you're starting your season and you're playing consistently in practice and then immediately shifting gears.
Yeah.
It's a big transition, and guys don't realize how tough that is until they get into that arena and find out right away.
Yeah, I was talking with David Payne, and he was telling me, you know, one of the toughest transitions is the fact that it's nonstop. It's no time to rest. It really tests your endurance. Defense turns to offense just like that. And but credit guys, they played hard. I like the small guard that you guys have, Shahadi.
Yep.
He was really landed on the line, but I think obviously the more time you guys spend together, USA is going to be on the map.
Yeah.
I'm unbiased, of course, on the mic, but, you know, coming from the States, you know, I'd like to see Team USA do well.
Yeah, I think what you see is that guys get better as the tournament went on. Yeah, I think they get a feel for how the game is played and how it's officiated and what's allowed and what's not allowed. I think you saw the same thing last year with Serbia. They came in, they struggled a little bit in the U23, and they said, okay, now we got to sort of shift gears and make a different push.
Yeah.
I think that's what you'll see happen with us.
Now
but for those guys in a short notice, man, they were tremendous.
Yeah, you saw this Latvian team in pool play. They ended up getting past you guys by 7. So you can give us somewhat of a scouting report on this team. What do you think they present in terms of a challenge with the Serbian squad?
I think they're very similar in both, like freedom of movement. If they both are allowed freedom of movement, they play a beautiful style of basketball. The Serbian team, I thought you saw them come into their own that game against the Netherlands.
Yeah.
When you look at Dusan, not the Dusan we're used to, but the other Dusan, Dusan Smarjic, he's the key for them. What they do with him is they put him into as many screen-re-screen actions, and he gets a lot of slips to the hoop. So if they can figure that puzzle out, they're going to be forced to score from their perimeter, which they do have it, but they score a lot like he's the savage of their team.
Yeah,
basically, you look how they play. It's the same re-screen action. He's looking for the slips. And then when you look at Latvia, I mean, they have a lot of keys. Number 3, Niels, if he can shoot the ball well, it puts them into a situation where they can do a lot of great things because you have to guard him. Yeah. If he's not shooting it well, the other guys like I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, Rinjas, number 1.
Yeah, Avantage, the big fella.
Yes, and he'll have to make some plays, but number 1 is really key because they
quick guard.
Yeah, they run a lot of actions off of him where they're running him off of long screen, where he's getting you downhill and you have to make decisions. But if 3 is shooting it well, they're going to run their re-screen action, they're going to run their brush the ball screen, and they're going to get downhill on you, and they're going to cause problems for you. So how they guard will be key. Sorry.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm soaking all the knowledge. I like it. I love it. 2-2 so far. Again, Joe Lewandowski, Team USA's head coach, on the mic with me. Shout out to Coach Dacia of the Serbian team, too. He's talking about some of the similarities that you see from the senior level team and this U23 team as Feichner makes the move. He couldn't get the shot to fall. Latvia again coming in 3-1. Serbia unbeaten after that key win over the Netherlands to wrap up group play. Traskovic, swish. He's wet from deep. 5-2, Serbia. Ozolin's right on cue. He misses it point blank. He's the only returning member from Latvia's silver medal team a year ago. Everybody else is newbies. If his leadership makes a difference in this one, he throws the lead pass to Zunda. He misses the crib. And Vidovic pulls the trigger. And a misfire. Stays a 3-point contest.
Serbia's a little bit out of character right now. They're playing off 1 or 2 catches and they're shooting the ball. Usually they're moving it, and it's working for them right now. It'll be interesting to see if they come back into some of their normal actions.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I preach a lot. It's easy to get lured into playing one-on-one in a half-court game, 3-on-3 players. But you got to let that ball do the work for you, and you find teams have more success when they do that. And you exert less energy when you get that ball hopping around. Constant movement, perpetual movement.
I agree with you, and that's one of the things we preached a lot in our training camp early, but when you get in this arena, you get that feel, the crowd's cheering for you, making a play, and all of a sudden it becomes sort of that perfume poison, sweet to smell but deadly if swallowed, and that's what happened with them.
Absolutely. Speaking of this crowd, you guys got to hear it when playing against China yesterday to cat pool play. What was that like, that entire experience, as we see the swish from the corner, Latvia within 1 now?
Yeah, they're making their run right now. You'll see if if we can get, he's in his roll screen already. He's there every time. I mean, that's their bread and butter. When you look at Dusan, he's going to come to you, he's going to screen, he's going to come back and hit you again, he's going to slip right to the rim.
Yeah.
That is savage all the way. But that atmosphere in China was on the main floor here with everybody in the crowd cheering against you. Man, what an experience. The rest of their lives are going to take that with them.
Yeah.
And I love the fight. Everyone knows America for winning, but what we're most known for is we're fighters and we don't give up.
Absolutely.
And that's what those boys displayed. I grabbed them all after it. I said, you know, with the heart you showed there, you could have easily laid down, but you kept fighting to the last second of the game. And for me, that's just as beautiful as winning a goal sometimes.
Absolutely.
When you can learn to push beyond what you think you have in you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. A lot to be proud about, and expecting USA to do some big things, 3x3, as we move closer to the Tokyo 2020 games. In case you didn't know, 3x3 will be an Olympic discipline for the first time ever, and happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, we're super excited. This is what, when I came in on this in Athens, which was, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, what you were looking forward to. You were saying you were selling the dream, and now the dream's a reality.
Yeah.
You know, and it's here, and then it's in a special brand of basketball. It really is.
For me, Joe, this is now my 5th season on the microphone, and when I first joined, I did not know if we were going to make it to the Olympics. And for that now to be a reality, I'm telling you, it's a dream come true.
You are the absolute voice of it. I'm telling you, I get more calls about you and text messages. I go, this guy is gold. That's what I said. You do not get it. He is so good. It's ridiculous.
I appreciate that. Somebody's quest for gold is going to end in this one. As our second men's quarterfinal is on and popping, you can see the score, 8-6. Serbia in front. So Margic, he misses the two-piece, but he has been the spoon that stirs the tea. I don't know if there's a such thing as a quiet 28, but that's when he comes in with 28 points out of pool play, their leading scorer, as Fikners gets in, makes it a 1-point game. This game consistent with what we've seen so far. Oh,
Big shot.
Traskovich. Man, he is wetter than swim lessons. And he drains one from the right wing to put Serbia out by 3. They hadn't lost yet. They want to keep it that way. Serbia started their pool play campaign with a win over Lithuania, tough Lithuanian team. Then they beat Mongolia. Then they smacked up on South Korea before beating the Netherlands in a close one.
That South Korea game was a big game for them. I watched them coach after the game. They won the game, but he really lit into the Serbian team. I watched them after the game just about the way they have to play. They won it, but they didn't win the way they wanted to play. Next game against Netherlands, man, what he preached came true. They moved that basketball and made plays, and it was beautiful to watch. And that's where this game's got to get to, where consistently the off-the-ball grabbing and holding isn't there. It's more going to play basketball.
Yeah.
And when you play that, wow, it's so much fun to watch. This is more fun, I think, for the viewer to watch, especially the way we're heading as a society to consume a 10-minute game than it is a full 40-minute game.
Absolutely. We live in the era of immediacy. A lot of people don't like to sit and watch the 2.5-hour games. Now they'd rather watch the highlight. We got to highlight almost every single play in 3x3.
Oh, every play.
It is a 10-minute sprint, literally. And if you blink, you might miss something, so don't close your eyes. We got 5:13 to play and counting in this one. And a 3-point lead for Serbia. Ozolins couldn't hit it. Traskovich setting up, waiting for the screen. So, again, yeah, a rare possession where you see Serbia. I don't know if they had a pass on that possession. Traskovich just took it himself.
Yeah, that's unique for them. They don't play that way.
Zunda, cross, no sauce. Big board from the big boy down low. Avantins, he's fouled. 4th foul on Serbia.
Latvia's got to find a way to get an easy bucket here. Right now, they've taken a ton of real tough shots right now. If they can get a couple easy ones, they'll settle their guys down a little bit.
Fikners, that Serbian defense, though, they make it tough.
Great read, great kick out and finish.
Now Fikners, I'm like you, I love his game. He puts so much pressure on the D. So quick to the cup.
There it is. Man, and they're so good at that. The touch, rescreen, and slip.
They will put you on the operating table and just dissect you. Great pass. The formula continues to work for the Serbian team. Milakovic bottoms up, and Serbia has expanded that lead to now 6. It's a 14-8 game, and just over 4 to play. Ozolins. They need to start getting some buckets, and there he gets one. and give Vidovic a good look. He misses with the long board to Milakovic.
Wow.
Run up, get done up. 2 to the head, 16-9. And another steal. Talk about the offensive fluidity with the Serbian team.
Man, they're so good at it. Right now, Latvia, I see they're really out of character. If you saw them early in pool play, that ball was just bouncing. Right now, it's sort of bounce, bounce, bounce. Each guy's trying to make a play for themselves, and that's really hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, especially against a Serbian team who knows how to guard. The one thing that I think the Serbians do really well is they're elite switchers. You know, I mean, there's a lot of ways you can play it, but they've done a great job of teaching switching on all screening actions, and they're just great at it.
Well, they got a little bit of a head start. You know, 3x3 has been so huge in Serbia for many years. You can credit Dusan Bullet and his teammates, Dejan Majstorovic and Marko Savic, Marko Zero, for really putting it on the map. And the youth in Serbia have really gravitated to this game a lot sooner than what you'll see in other countries. But we're seeing it more and more now because the interest in the game has now increased. But in Serbia, you're talking about the past decade, you know, young kids have been wanting to play this game at a high level because of what they've done.
Yeah, they are great ambassadors for the game. You're happy they came along so strong because they're playing the game the right way. And so what happens is it's a great teacher of the game for young players to play it the right way.
Margic taking them to school. Did you see that last scoop he had?
That was
ridiculous. They can't capitalize from the left wing that time. Suffocating defense. Traskovic had him on lock and key. Ovantic, you would think he'd have an advantage right there, but Vidovic, despite the size, he holds his ground. 2:45 to play.
Wow.
Vidovic missed it. That would have won the game. Serbia's opened it up to a 19-9 game.
Great touch and go right there, man. Tremendous.
Thing of beauty, without a doubt. Russia waiting on the winner in this one. In the semifinals, Feichner is fouled with 2:23 to play in game point for Serbia.
It'll be a contrast in styles. It'll be interesting how Serbia's been able to guard the big fella. That'll be interesting.
Karpikov.
Yes, because he is special and unique with his size and the way he moves. But if they can get him into movement,
exactly,
he could be in trouble as well.
So
it's a contrasting styles. Which style's going to win out?
Oh, you got
who can stay true to themselves?
You got to love it. Yep, that's going to be coming up later. But Serbia's got to finish this off. And one way or the other is going to happen. They got 2 minutes to play, but they got 1 point to score. Traskovic says, "Don't worry, the voice. I got it handled." It's 21-9 as they handle Latvia easily. Last year's silver medal winners will not be medaling this time around. And they could thank this strong Serbian team for that. Again, 21-9. Serbia get it done over Latvia. They are into the semifinals against Russia. Joe Lewandowski on the mic with me. Team USA.